If you're over 60 and eating what doctors call healthy vegetables, you might be making your joints worse. That's right, causing and still. But let me ask you this, have you ever felt more tired after eating as? You're no. Unhealthy. This channel is all about helping seniors eat smarter, move better, and feel younger without. So here's what we're going to do today. We're diving deep into 3 healthy vegetables that may be hurting your body after 60. And we're not stopping there. I'll show you 3 healing vegetables that can actually restore energy, ease joint pain, and bring your vitality back. But don't just take my word for it. I've seen this work for real people, retired CEOs, teachers, parents, grandparents, who made just a few smart changes to what's on their plate. And it changed everything. Before we start, I want to hear from you. Have you ever eaten a meal and felt worse after, not better? Do you feel like your body doesn't bounce back the way it used to? Type yes 60 in the comments if you've noticed that your digestion, energy, or joints have changed in the last few years. That's your secret password, so I know you're watching closely. And if you've ever thought, maybe this pain is just old age, stay with me. We're going to challenge that idea today and possibly rewrite the way you think about food in your golden years. Now's the time to take care of yourself in a smarter way. And if you find this helpful, hit the like button. Subscribe so you don't miss the next video. And leave a comment, your story might help someone else. This is not about fear. This is about freedom. Let's get into it. Something fundamental shifts after 60. It's not always visible at first, but inside, your body starts speaking a different language. Digestion slows down. Your stomach produces less acid, hydrochloric acid to be exact. That's the stuff that helps break down protein, absorb minerals like calcium and magnesium, and keep bad bacteria at bay. When there's not enough acid, food doesn't break down properly. Nutrients pass through unabsorbed. Gas and bloating become common. Even healthy foods like whole grains or raw salads can start to feel heavy. Enzyme production drops too. Enzymes are like microscopic scissors that cut food into usable pieces. After 60, the pancreas produces fewer of them. That means you might eat the same meals but get less nutrition. You're feeding your mouth, not your cells. Then there's the gut microbiome. Over time, the population of good bacteria shrinks. The bad ones? They get louder. This imbalance creates inflammation, weakens the immune system, and can even affect mood. Studies show seniors with poor gut health often report more anxiety, sadness, and memory issues. And let's not forget the liver. Your liver is your detox machine, but with age, it works more slowly. It's like going from a high-speed blender to a hand whisk. Toxins from processed foods, pesticides, or even natural plant compounds can linger longer in your system. That's why a vegetable that helped you detox at 30 might now clog your system at 70. Take Queen Elizabeth II. She lived a remarkably long life. Her former chefs revealed she avoided garlic and heavy sauces. Her meals were simple, well-cooked, and portioned for her age. She adapted her diet to her digestion. That's not coincidence. That's wisdom. But here's the problem. Most people don't know this. They keep following outdated rules. Eat raw vegetables. Have a big salad every day. Whole wheat is always better than white rice. These rules were built around younger bodies, faster metabolisms, stronger stomachs, and it's not just personal trainers or health blogs that get this wrong. Even hospitals serve food that can be hard for seniors to digest: cold fruit salads, raw greens, icy smoothies. The intention is good, but the biology doesn't match. It's time we say it clearly. What healed us at May 30th harm us at 70. You wouldn't expect a 75-year-old to run a marathon like a 25-year-old. So why expect your stomach or liver to work the same way? This doesn't mean seniors should eat less healthfully. It means they need to eat differently, wiser, warmer, gentler on the system. In the next part, we'll look at 3 vegetables that seem healthy, but may be silently accelerating joint pain, fatigue, and brain fog in seniors. You might be surprised by what's on that list. Tomatoes are everywhere, in sauces, soups, salads. Most of us grew up believing they were healthy, and for young bodies they often are. But tomatoes belong to the nightshade family. They contain compounds called alkaloids, specifically solanine. In younger adults, the liver can handle and clear these substances easily. In seniors, the detox system runs slower. Alkaloids can build up in the body, especially in the joints. The result? Inflammation, pain, stiffness. Tomatoes are also acidic. As we age, the stomach produces less acid. The body struggles to balance pH. To neutralize the acidity from food, the body pulls minerals like calcium and magnesium from your bones and muscles. That weakens your skeleton. It's no coincidence that arthritis pain worsens for many seniors after pasta night. President Bill Clinton, after heart surgery, dramatically shifted his diet. He cut out most acidic and inflammatory foods. His recovery and energy levels improved after going mostly plant-based, but selectively. He avoided nightshades, including tomatoes. The takeaway: tomatoes may taste fresh, but for older joints, they may be adding fuel to the fire. Spinach is praised as a superfood. Popeye swore by it. Doctors recommend it. But raw spinach is high in oxalates, natural compounds that bind with calcium and iron. That means your body can't absorb those minerals properly. And worse, oxalates can crystallize. They lodge in your joints. They strain your kidneys. They even block cellular energy. This often leads to fatigue, stiffness, or brain fog. Symptoms that many seniors accept as normal aging. But here's the twist: cooked spinach has lower oxalate content. Light steaming can make a big difference. One of my patients, a retired judge in his 70s, ate raw spinach salads every day. He struggled with constant kidney stones and low energy. After removing raw spinach and switching to steamed greens, his symptoms eased within a month. What seems healthy isn't always helpful for the aging body. Ginger isn't just a spice. It's medicine. This root fights inflammation. It soothes stiff joints. It helps digestion. For seniors, that's powerful. As we age, our circulation slows. Blood doesn't flow as easily to joints and muscles. Ginger helps reverse that. It warms the body from the inside. It brings fresh oxygen and nutrients to where healing is needed. It also protects the stomach. Seniors often struggle with gas, bloating, or acid reflux. Ginger calms all three. More than that, ginger may support cartilage repair. Studies show that compounds in ginger, called gingerols, can help the body rebuild joint tissue. Former U.S. President Barack Obama was known to drink warm ginger tea to soothe his throat and support his energy during long campaign seasons. If it works for the demands of a world leader, imagine what it can do for aging joints. Start simple. Slice a piece of fresh ginger. Boil it for tea, or add it to soups and stir-fries. Just a quarter-inch per day is enough. Sweet potatoes give slow, steady energy. They're rich in fiber, potassium, and beta-carotene. Your brain uses glucose for fuel. Sweet potatoes provide it gently without sugar spikes. They're also rich in vitamin A, which protects your eyes and immune system. That matters. Seniors often struggle with dry eyes, poor night vision, or frequent colds. Vitamin A helps all three. Sweet potatoes also support muscle function. The potassium helps prevent leg cramps, something many seniors experience at night. And here's the best part. They become more nutritious when cooked. Roast them, bake them whole, leave the skin on. It's full of gut-supporting fiber. Warren Buffett, now in his 90s, still eats a simple diet. Sweet potatoes are often on the plate, not because they're trendy, but because they're reliable. Fermented cabbage, like sauerkraut or kimchi, can transform your digestion. It's packed with probiotics. These good bacteria help rebalance the gut. As we age, our gut flora shrinks. That weakens the immune system, increases inflammation, and affects mood. Fermented cabbage helps reverse that. It also contains vitamin K2, important for bone strength and keeping calcium out of your arteries. But don't buy the shelf-stable kind. Choose raw, refrigerated brands with live cultures. Or make your own. Just cabbage, salt, and thyme. Angela Merkel, the former German chancellor, was known for her love of traditional fermented foods like sauerkraut. It's part of why she stayed mentally sharp during her long time in office. Start small. A tablespoon a day. Increase slowly. Your gut, and your joints will thank you. These 3 foods aren't magic. They're smart. They meet the aging body where it is, not where it used to be. Now that you know what to add to your plate, let's talk about the social side of change. Because not everyone around you will understand your new choices. Coming up next, how to stick to your plan even when others push back. Aging is natural. Degeneration is not. Your skin may wrinkle. Your hair may turn gray. That's aging. But pain, fatigue, brain fog, those don't have to come with it. They are often signs of inflammation, poor nutrition, and lack of movement. We've been told that suffering is part of growing old, that it's normal to wake up in pain, that memory loss is expected, that low energy is just something we live with. That is false. Joe Biden is 80. He still runs the most powerful office in the world. Jane Goodall, now in her late 80s, still travels the globe for conservation work. These people aren't magical. They've simply refused to accept decline as fate. The body can adapt at any age. Your brain forms new pathways well into your 90s. Muscles respond to strength training. Gut health can be rebuilt with food. Even bones can become stronger with the right nutrients. The problem isn't age. The problem is the belief that aging equals decline. That belief becomes a trap. You feel tired, so you move less. You move less, so your joints get stiff. You get stiff, so you stop exercising. The spiral continues. But here's the truth. Decline is not a guarantee. It's a choice, often made unconsciously. And here's the good news. You can choose differently. Start by rejecting the narrative that says, "This is just part of getting old." Replace it with, "My body can still heal," because it can. You may not feel like you're 30 again, but you can feel better than you do now. That shift begins with how you think. Your mindset shapes your actions, and your actions shape your biology. In the next part, we'll explore how to handle the real-world challenges. What do you say when your family doesn't understand your food choices? How do you eat better on a fixed income? Let's talk about social and financial obstacles and how to overcome them. Aging is natural. Degeneration is not. Your skin may wrinkle. Your hair may turn gray. That's aging. But pain, fatigue, brain fog, those don't have to come with it. They are often signs of inflammation, poor nutrition, and lack of movement. We've been told that suffering is part of growing old, that it's normal to wake up in pain, that memory loss is expected, that low energy is just something we live with. That is false. Joe Biden is 80. He still runs the most powerful office in the world. Jane Goodall, now in her late 80s, still travels the globe for conservation work. These people aren't magical. They've simply refused to accept decline as fate. The body can adapt at any age. Your brain forms new pathways well into your 90s. Muscles respond to strength training. Gut health can be rebuilt with food. Even bones can become stronger with the right nutrients. The problem isn't age. The problem is the belief that aging equals decline. That belief becomes a trap. You feel tired, so you move less. You move less, so your joints get stiff. You get stiff, so you stop exercising. The spiral continues. But here's the truth. Decline is not a guarantee. It's a choice, often made unconsciously. And here's the good news. You can choose differently. Start by rejecting the narrative that says, "This is just part of getting old." Replace it with, "My body can still heal," because it can. You may not feel like you're 30 again, but you can feel better than you do now. That shift begins with how you think. Your mindset shapes your actions, and your actions shape your biology. In the next part, we'll explore how to handle the real-world challenges. What do you say when your family doesn't understand your food choices? How do you eat better on a fixed income? Let's talk about social and financial obstacles and how to overcome them. Changing your diet can confuse or even upset others, especially family. You stop eating tomatoes or raw spinach and someone says, "But you've always eaten that." Or worse, "Don't be silly. It's just vegetables." Here's what to remember. You don't owe anyone a debate. You're changing based on how you feel. That's enough. Give simple explanations. "I notice tomatoes make my joints ache." Or, Spinach doesn't sit well with me anymore. Most people will accept that, especially if you say it calmly. If someone pushes, don't argue. Just smile and say, I'm experimenting to feel better. That's hard to fight with. Look at people like Michelle Obama. When she changed the White House meals to healthier options, many pushed back. She didn't try to please everyone. She stayed firm because she believed in the long-term benefit. You can do the same. Healthy food doesn't have to be expensive. It just has to be intentional. Ginger root, less than $1 a week. Sweet potatoes, cheap and filling. Fermented cabbage, you can make it at home with just salt and a jar. Here's the key: buy in bulk when you can. Roast a tray of sweet potatoes once and use them for days. Make your own tea with fresh ginger slices instead of buying fancy bags. Skip packaged snacks. Skip sugary drinks. They cost more and do less. And remember, good food is medicine. When you eat right, you may spend less on pain pills, doctor visits, and supplements. Even billionaire Warren Buffett is known for eating affordable, simple foods. Because the goal isn't to impress. It's to nourish. Step 1. Remove one trigger food. Try skipping tomatoes or raw spinach for 2 weeks. Write down how you feel. Step 2. Add one healing food. Try ginger tea in the morning or a spoonful of sauerkraut at lunch. Step 3. Watch your energy and joints. If they improve, you're on the right path. Step 4. Keep meals simple. One protein, one cooked veggie, one healthy carb like sweet potato. No need for fancy recipes. Step 5. Build a routine. Shop on the same day. Prep on the same day. Make it easy. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. In the final section, we'll look at the long-term vision. What happens if you stick to this for 3 months? 6 months? 5 years? Let's paint that picture because your future self depends on it. So now you know, not all vegetables are created equal, especially for people over 60. Tomatoes, raw spinach, bell peppers, they may have been good for you once, but your body is different now. You've also learned about ginger, sweet potatoes, and fermented cabbage. They're not just food, they're medicine when used right. The truth is, aging doesn't have to mean feeling tired, foggy, or stiff. That's the lie we've been told. But once you change what's on your plate, everything else begins to change too. And here's what I want you to remember. This is not about being perfect. It's about being aware, making small, smart choices every day. On Healthy Aging Life, that's what we stand for. Clarity, confidence, control over how. Now, what food in your kitchen do you think might be hurting your joints? And why? Leave your answer in the comments and use the code FOI, that L. And if this video helped you, share it with a friend. Like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next guide. Well, thanks for spending your time with Healthy Aging Life. Your best years aren't behind you. They're just beginning.